Grand Rising Arsenal fans, and welcome back to the Arsenal Transfer Centre, the show that keeps you locked in with all transfer news surrounding Arsenal throughout the summer transfer window, winter transfer windows, and all transfer windows beyond that. I hope everyone is having a blessed morning so far. The sun is out, new opportunities arise, new opportunities, you can go and get them, you know what I'm saying? Go chase your dreams, do what you need to do. People, we recently hit 200 subscribers the other day. The target is now 500 subscribers. Can we get there? I believe we can. And then I'll drop a football challenge video that I've got planned at that 500 subscriber mark. So let's get there and let's do that. Before we get into the transfer news, I want to say that it was beautiful to see the footballing community come together yesterday for Liverpool, Portugal, and Diogo Jota and Andre Silva's families yesterday. It was actually very, very beautiful to see. And the fact that Liverpool have now retired the number 20 shirt in his honour, in Diogo's honour, is a very, very beautiful thing. And it just shows how we all love football. We actually love these players much more than we think. So yeah, I'm just going to say that very, very quickly. But yes, let's get into the transfer news. And this transfer news broke from the hand of Arsenal last night, and I'm going to report it for you this morning, that Tomiyasu has mutually agreed with Arsenal to terminate his contract, and he leaves the club on mutual agreement. Now, Tomiyasu still had about 4 or 5 months to return from his knee injury. He probably wasn't going to see him until the start of the season. Not the start of the season, the start of next year, potentially playing football. And it's sad. This guy could play left back, centre back, right back, all across the back line, ever dependable, and a great, great, great player. But unfortunately, like Tierney, with his time at Arsenal, injuries have hampered his time at Arsenal. And unfortunately, he has now left Arsenal to mutual consent. So Tomiyasu, best of luck on your journeys, absolutely. And once a Gooner, always a Gooner. He's actually very, very loved at the club, and it's just a shame that it hasn't worked out for Takahiro Tomiyasu. Someone else that could be leaving as well, obviously, is Alexander Zinchenko, and with the potential arrival that of Christian Mosquera. Zinchenko leaves, Tomiyasu has leave now. These links to a left back or another fullback is understandable for seeing 2 fullbacks leave. And I hope those Jarrell Hato talks continue to pick up. I hope Arsenal is still talking to the likes of Jarrell Hato as well, get him on that left-hand side as well. Tomiyasu could fill in on both sides. And if we got Timber, White, I'm missing someone. Timber White. I was thinking Timber White and Tomiyasu, but Tomiyasu's gone. Do we need another right back? That is a question. I will leave that up to you in the comments. But as I said, yes, Tomiyasu leaves Arsenal. Now, this morning, this news broke from Gunner Blog that the contract talks with Ethan Nwaneri are at a delicate stage. And that means that we know that when Odegaard was injured, when Odegaard was injured at the time before Saka got injured, Nwaneri wasn't necessarily used in the central positions in that 10 role where we could see him be creative and this, that, and the other. Arteta hardly used him. It was only when Saka got injured that we saw the emergence of Nwaneri, especially in the Premier League. We saw him play in those Carabao Cup games against Preston, against Bolton, where he really, really, really came to life. And he played the semi-finals against Newcastle as well. But in the Premier League, he didn't have as much game time as he would have wanted. Now, I'm going to say this. Arsenal will be incredibly silly if they allow Ethan to leave and go join somewhere else. So what Mikel Arteta needs to do is make sure that he guarantees Nwaneri playing time throughout the season so that we keep him in this team, because he's going to be brilliant. He's absolutely going to be brilliant. You know what? And didn't talk about this right-hand side. We might as well talk about Madueke as well, because these talks with Madueke aren't going away. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that a new round of talks with Noni Madueke of Chelsea will start with Arsenal and Arteta. This is serious links now. Arsenal seem like they want to sign Madueke. Does that mean if Arsenal sign Madueke for the right-hand side, will they move Ethan to the 10 position to be backup for Odegaard? Potentially. I don't know. I'd like to see Ethan on that right-hand side be the backup to Saka. Madueke is 23. He's young. I don't want it to happen. I don't want his arrival. I don't want Madueke's arrival to happen Ethan's progression at Arsenal. That would be very, very annoying. If we were signing like a Don Dada right winger, that was, you know what I'm saying? Then it's different. It's absolutely different. But we will see what happens on this front. Even Nwaneri's contract situation is at a very delicate stage, and I do still think he will sign. Like I said, I don't think Arsenal will be silly to not get these contract talks over the line, but we will see. Spoken about Madueke, let's talk about that left-hand side, and let's talk about Rodrygo and Martinelli. Starting with Rodrygo, The Athletic reported that Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid are open to the sale of Rodrygo this summer. The player is not being played at the Club World Cup. We've been saying this. We've been reporting this on the transfer centre for so long. He's not been playing in the Club World Cup as much as he wanted to. And if he has played, he hasn't played on his favourite left-hand side where he wants to. When Mbappe got injured, he wasn't utilised either. Arda Güler even played on the right-hand side for once for Real Madrid during this time. So it's like, Rodrygo's not even going to play there. You're not going to play him on the left-hand side. Franco Mastantuono's arrival at Real Madrid from River Plate is hampering his playing time as well. He has the left-hand side to himself if he absolutely wants it. You know what? Since we're talking about this left wing position, Leandro Trossard has also signed with a new agency. Left his old agency, representative means now signed with a new agency. This tends to mean that when a player signs with a new agency, potentially they are looking for a move away. Now, we've already spoken about Leandro Trossard's contract situation on the transfer centre. He's wanting a wage increase as well. And I'm not sure if Arsenal are willing to meet those wage demands. So if Tomiyasu, if Trossard is now looking for a new agency, get him out of the club, in my opinion, because Al Nassr apparently, I know I'm jumping from point to point, but stay with me. Al Nassr now apparently are willing to pay £73 million for Gabriel Martinelli. I asked the question on the transfer centre a couple of days ago. What would you do if a club came in and bid 80 million for Martinelli? Could Arsenal's head be turned? But in my personal opinion, if you're going to bring in Rodrygo, I'd sell Trossard, keep Rodrygo and Martinelli for that left-hand side. And we have an opportunity to go and sign Rodrygo now. We do. It's open. It's there. It's been there. I said this is a saga that's going to take a while, and there's going to be a couple of things that need to fall into place. Leandro Trossard now has a new agency. His leave from the club, in my opinion, may accelerate over the next few days. Martinelli will stay. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. I'm looking at updates. Has agreed a new long-term. Look, okay, Fabrizio, is that just come through? Has Jack just come through? Look at this. So all that talk. See, this is why I didn't want Nico Williams, because he was just playing about. Oh my Lord. Sorry, this is literally just broke. This is, okay. Fabrizio Romano, breaking news. Nico Williams signs a new long-term deal at Athletic Club until June 2035. The agreement includes new release clause for 50% compared to 58 million previous one salary increase. Barcelona deal off due to registration issues. Was Nico Williams just using Arsenal and Barcelona just trying to get a new contract at Athletic Club? Who knows? 10 years? 10 years? He was never going to leave. This is why I didn't want Nico Williams in the first place. This is why I said time ago, focus on Rodrygo. This should be a key. Yeah, crazy that literally just came through just now. So yeah, left-hand side, sign Rodrygo, keep Martinelli, sell Trossard, forget Nico. Let's move on. Victor Gyökeres. Apparently, according to Semi Mokbel, that Arsenal have made headway on the Victor Gyökeres deal in the last few days and are turning their attentions to Ollie Watkins. Now, for example, if you can sign Ollie Watkins for like 40 mil, in my opinion, Aston Villa, no Champions League, this, that, and the other, blah. You can sign a Gyökeres for about 65, maybe 70 million. 110 on two strikers, and forget Sesko, because the Sesko deal was taking its time, and we're not waiting anymore. Arsenal can't afford to wait anymore. Time is ticking, and the date today is the 4th of July. It's absolutely the 4th of July, and we need to 19 days until that first game against AC Milan in pre-season. 19 days, and we haven't got a striker in yet. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say. Last couple of things I will say. Jack Whitehall was at Wimbledon yesterday. And next to Jack Whitehall was Anthony Gordon, and they put this post on Instagram that he was constantly tapping up Anthony Gordon, telling him how good he would look in an Arsenal shirt. Now, we know we've been linked to Anthony Gordon in the past, this transfer window as well, for the left wing. But I'm not sure how high he is on the list of targets for Arsenal. We know what the list of targets are. We can see it already. And I think now we're going to start seeing some movement, especially on that left wing position. And last but not least, James Ellis, the head of recruitment, becomes the new technical director at Arsenal. I reported to you on the transfer centre that a few weeks ago, Matteo Tognozzi of Juventus, the head of sporting director there, was going to become the new technical director at Arsenal. That's not happening now. It's now James Ellis, and I think they're just keeping it within Arsenal, which is good. And I think, people, that is it today for the Arsenal Transfer Centre. I know that was a lot of news to give to you. We're just catching up on some news that we missed, and there are some news that broke recently, and make sure I'm bringing it here to you today. So, people, let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Would you sell Martinelli to Al Nassr for 73 million that apparently Al Nassr are willing to pay? Would you see Trossard go? Would you happily see Trossard go for bringing in Rodrygo as well? Eze talks are hotting up, which is good. Noni Madueke on Nwaneri. Do you want Madueke if it means Nwaneri's time at Arsenal is going to be hampered? Let me know in the comments below. People, our new subscriber target is 500 subs, and as soon as we get there, absolutely drop in a football challenge video I've got lined up. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Have a blessed day, people. I'm your boy Dini. Love and guidance, people. Peace.